Hello, hello, hello again. Today we shall be author metal hunting whatnot. I just need one more moment to get set up. And basically ensure that everything is running properly. This is effectively part three in a series where we try to go for author medals and we're just gonna stop whenever we feel like it. Doesn't necessarily have to be like, hey, we get every single author medal because the black tracks are difficult. I'm just loading this in because I need to do a little bit of testing and make sure that there's no feedback coming from my monitor and the sound is coming out the right location. And it's not. So let me just change my audio. There we go. And that should be fine. And let's see if we can get like just a quick, like small PB on this map. Ooh. Well, I want. Wait. The sound is still coming out of the wrong place. Yes. Mute game when not focused. Enable audio. Let me just double check something. Oh, no, actually, I chose the wrong audio device, so it didn't even matter. Uh, there we go. And the sound is now coming out of the right place, and hopefully you guys don't hear it through my mic, which would not be fun. Okay, so we can go here, try to make that turn. Like, if we don't drift, like, the idea is that we can have, like, a little bit more speed, and then, like, we overjumped that. Oh, that was almost like a perfect, like, landing. Hence why we had, like, more speed. I wonder if it might be better to, like, release in the end. I don't know. And we went a little too wide there, but that's fine. Dang. Oof, that almost felt good. If we could drift early and make the turn, we might be better because we can build up more speed, but we'll have to see. Yeah, like that. Oof. Like an earlier drift to get some better exit speed. It seems like what we want to do. I'm not 100% sure yet. Dang. I feel like a lot of it is like crashing because you keep on like pushing and trying to get very close to the wall, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I did a release because I thought I was gonna hit the wall. So we don't have enough speed, but we're gonna finish this to see how we're doing. Yeah. -3 speed to +3 speed. Dang. Normally, the first map is like full speed, so having even like one drift tab is like very interesting. Wow, so close. Like we're not even that close. We're still like point 0.9 away, which is like the interesting thing. It makes me like wonder if I'm missing something, like airtime reduction tricks, because like I'm driving like really cleanly, in my opinion. Like maybe not like the best, but yo, what's up? Yes, it is I. Dang, I have more speed, but didn't make a good enough use of it. How's it going? I'm guessing like you were outside all day or something. 'Cause I know that like it is hot. I tried going for a bike ride yesterday, and all I can say is like I couldn't stay out for more than like 20 minutes. I would normally be able to ride for like hours, but like this time it was just like so hot. Ooh, nice. I'm guessing for a client. In all honesty, like 93 with like 85% humidity. Like I don't know exactly like what our humidity was yesterday, but like that sounds about right. We get pretty high humidity here, and it'll be like 90, like 8 degrees, like 97 degrees or something. Okay, I went wide. I lost like time. Speed did help a little bit. Like the one thing I really appreciate about Texas is that like basically all homes come with like central air, that being like heating, cooling, and like everything else. Nice. Still about 0.75 away, but we could chip that down like later. Let's move on to the actual difficult tracks. How was your 4th of July? Did you do anything fun or just like stayed in? Crash. Okay, we can go over the dirt here, and that's like fine. We kind of want to land a little bit wide. We don't want as much of the sand that we just got, and we want to be low here. I'll save us some time. I was playing this a little bit earlier and didn't manage to get a PB, but this map is hard. No, I hear you. Every time that like I work out in the heat, like I am just like so upset with myself. There you go. I was like, I should not be doing this. Like I should save the work for at least like here in Texas, like the winter time. I understand like in the north it's like probably too cold to do that, but in Texas, like that is the perfect time to do outside work. Nolanville. I actually don't know where that is. Uh I myself am not native to Texas. I'm native to the Northeast. So I definitely don't like recognized locations. Like I know the four major cities and then like a couple other minor cities that like are in and around like my area. Dang it. Almost made that. That was like one of the best turns I've had so far on this map. I remember like recently, I was actually helping my sister because she's also in Texas. Put up a play set for my nephew. We didn't actually get to finish it. I thought we could do it in like one day, but again, did not realize how bad the heat would be. Like we got through like most of it. It's like a slide, swings, and like with like a small rock wall, and it's relatively heavy too. But like that didn't matter too much, like for putting it together because it was like all in like separate pieces. Although like the wood pieces were light. But after doing that for like 8 hours, like for one day, I was just like, oh, I don't know if I should have agreed to this. feel like it's one of those things though, because like you want to do things like during the summer for the summer. Like when it's not the summer, you're not like necessarily like thinking about those things. But helped out, got most of it done, and now I think they're just like waiting to like do the rest of it. I'm like, it's not gonna get any cooler. Like, should be just get it done. Like, even if it's like piece by piece, like in the afternoon or something. Like when it's like a little bit cooler. Nope, I tried to drift way too early. Well, I just remembered something. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this one where he actually goes on the inside, which means I probably want to go wider. Yeah, let me try this because, like, if the inside line gives me a advantage, I might as well just try it now, especially if it's like decent enough, like time advantage, because I might just be doing this completely wrong. Say touching a little sand is okay, but like not too much. I think I'm just not fast enough to make it work, but the angle that it gives me for the drift is actually like pretty nice. I'm gonna crash. Try to get a clean run, I guess. Oh no. That was point 16 ahead. Okay, yeah, so I guess that is a lot better. Almost got like a huge PB right away. Okay, wait. How far away am I? Okay, that's still not even like close. It's only half the time that we need. But I know that I can get like probably another point 3 from the beginning with like our current start. So that might also be worth it. Ooh, we can actually go like really inside here. We don't have to go like too outside. We just gotta make sure that we make that turn. I think that might be enough. If we could just like get all of that in like one singular run, we might be good. But I guess like we just like keep practicing until we get like a good run. Go a little bit more inside. No, yeah, we go a little bit more inside. I think I was too low speed. Just watch the turns. Straighten out here. Okay. That bump is not great, but like while we're hunting just for a new PB, I think it's fine. It's like I need to unlearn like thing that we can't make that turn. I felt closer. No, no worries, no worries. I'm just like sitting here, what's it called? Trying to learn this map as best as I can. Okay. We have a start. And we immediately like blew it, but let's just see where we're at. Okay. We wouldn't have made that last turn. That is just an interesting sentence I do not know how to parse correctly. Brain it more fried than after 3. Oh, brain is more fried than after 3 gummies. I get it now. I get it. I understood. No, I hear you. I hear you. Like the sun is killer. Like literally and figuratively. Like for me, even going outside in like 90 plus degree weather, I'm just like immediately want to go inside. And it's just like so interesting. 'Cause I'm like, it takes so much energy out of me sometimes. I get, but it also kind of depends on like what it is. We don't want to drift there. That was a bad idea. Like I think for me, it's like a little bit of all of it, like the humidity, because like you're not able to like actually like remove any of the heat, right? Not to mention like you feel like sweaty and like for me at least, like feel sweaty, like sticky and like potentially like dirty the entire day. I release, but I think if I didn't release, I would have done a little bit better there. Um Interestingly enough, like I think when I went to Japan last, because it was like in August, it was so humid and so hot. Like I didn't know that you could sweat that much just from existing. Like it was bad. Lost too much speed there, but like actually not too bad. Got some of it back. Don't crash. I crashed. Oh, so close to having a new PB. But we were zero point 0.8 faster. Like yeah, we just been doing the wrong line this entire time, which kind of sucks. And I think like to some people in this game's like point of view, like you want to like solve the puzzle yourself, but you should actually first get the right answer. Like you don't want to waste too much time on the wrong answer. Okay, yeah, it's extremely wobbly, but that's fine. Would have lost time, but we know the path to like minus a second if we get everything right is very close. Stay low to get more speed. Slower, but I think we have more speed and get a better jump here. That was wild. Like, our tire, like, clipped that by, like, a pixel. Now we lost too much speed there. Okay, low. Get our speeds, try to straighten out. We could just like land that perfectly. That we get so much speed out of there. Ah, okay. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you later. Another small PB. Nice, nice, nice. Still so far to go. Zero point 0.9, right? Yeah, 0.966. But we take all the PBs that we can get. Yeah, you can see like already so far ahead. I don't have that much speed, but we're not. I feel like we're not losing that much to it. And we did release here. If we held on to that like 27 speed, that would have been like really, really great. Oh my gosh, that was 0.58. Oh, like okay, like we literally have the pace for this. We just need like one clean run. Like when we'll get that one clean run, I don't know. So we just keep practicing until we can get it. But I can tell that like we're close. We didn't have that small crash. Can we make it? No. Like we can get like almost point 0.3 like from the beginning. And if we get that point 0.3 and then we have a good like middle section, like that's basically all the time that we need, and then just like a little bit at the end, I think we'll be good. Have to release a bit. Dang. Close. That was too much sands. Touch the outside just a little bit. Didn't mean to jump. Okay, small break. Stretch, crack my knuckles, and make sure everything is fine. Oops, there we go. What's wild is we still haven't gotten the author time, but we're already like top 10,000. We're like top 30ish%, it feels like. Doesn't feel like we're missing anything other than maybe like a quantum slide or something somewhere that we don't know how to do. So we're not like really trying to do that right now. That two inside. It wasn't great, but we'll take. Oh, see, that wasn't great. That was not great. Like we were 0.73 up. Oh, Nope. Maybe too wide. Oh, interesting. That brake tab might be it. Maybe not. Too early. Plus 11 speed. Wild. I've been thinking that that turn's not optimal. That would have been at least a semi decent PB, like, just to keep us going, but we didn't get it. I'm in like full sweat, like full focus mode, trying to get this PB. Like, minus 19 is not good. This should be decent. Small PB. We take them where we can. uh, point 7 to go. That's not fun. Man, no, that would have been slower. Let's just get some practice. Even with a crash. Point 0.2 PB. That would have been nice. Too early. Not enough speed or something. That was a really good line. If I could have held it, I need to go out like 0.08. Not great, but it happens. Could not drift. Even with a killer start. So we just need to go back and keep on practicing. Not the PB that we wanted, but we got a PB nonetheless, which we're happy about. Zero point 0.6 to go. It's crazy because we were like 0.5 at one point. So like we were really, really close. That section was actually pretty good on that run. Which I was pretty happy about. But we're still like almost 2.5 seconds behind like Maniac. Maniac's Maniac, I guess. Like wild. Should have a little bit more speed, I think. I was hoping that without like the jump, then maybe we would have been good. I wasn't turning fast enough, so I had to release. And that killed a lot of our speed. Yeah, it's still fine. I don't know what just happened there. So upset about that. That just goes to show how bad our PB did this section. 'Cause even with the crash, I passed myself. Yeah, I could have gotten a small PB, but didn't get it. On to the next one. We try again and continue. Bad start. Let's go. PB and J. Where did that come from? Time. And also, thanks for stopping by. Random stranger. Ah, okay. What are you workshopping? Knowing you, I like my assumption almost always goes towards uh create, specifically aeronautics. Nice, nice, nice. So many cool mechanics about create that like I feel like I'm just always gonna be learning new stuff about it. There's actually something I want to add to the stream, which is just like maybe like a banner at the bottom that just like scrolls and like says who the current like top chatter is or something. Just a thought I was having just now. So when are we gonna see the ticket system on the server? Okay, I have a little bit more speed, but I jumped too far out to the left. Oh, like a mod just shows like what my personal best for like different sections on the race track was. Yeah, that would be interesting, but I wonder if that's like maybe too much info, at least for me. Because it already kind of shows like you can already kind of do that, like with this like plugin that I have, and I guess I can Trackmania. They're not really called like uh mods; they're called like plugins. Um, but if you see how it shows me like what the time was, then if I were to like respawn it, I could see like if I actually did it better than before. Too much sand. Not a ton of speed, but we should be able to make this. This we should have more speed. Almost. That is extremely difficult. Well, what I would say is like if you had the packager, right, you might be able to see if the packager like changes its like block state, like and detect that with an observer. Or what you can do is if you have the packager and it's connected to like a belt or something, you could use a smart observer to detect a belt. And if there's like any items slash any packages on the belt, and then like that will tell you every time that it's like, moving something from your storage to the customer or whatever. That's how I would do it. There's also like if you're delivering it inside of like a chest or something or a dispenser, you can check to see every time like the dispenser like or the dispenser like the chest or yeah, it is chest or dispenser gets an item. Uh that doesn't sound worth it. Because the package is just like you shouldn't be sending the package more than like a couple blocks, right? 10 blocks at most is what I would assume. And if you're like trying to read the states like too often, then it's just like not going to be really worth it or provide like any useful information. And the thing is like if you had like a system where like you were had to like automate like the making of items that people wanted, like it was just like it create like let you like automatically make things like it's really difficult because you say it's for a big factory, right? And like what's like the I guess like the story behind like what they want to do, right? Because if it's like they just want to order up items and then like order up items and then like you want to see the progress of like where the items are, like again, actually with the wireless signal it might be a little bit better, but like it might take longer for you to like update like the progress than it is like worth it to show like where it's at. um you could do what they do like in code, which is let's just like lie to them and like say like, hey, this is where we think it is. And then like every time like it hits a checkpoint, you actually update it to its like real position. So it'd be like, oh, like we think that you should have completed like 3% in the past like minute or whatever, right? But then if it didn't complete 3% for whatever reason, like maybe like the belt's running slow, it really shouldn't, but let's say if it did, then like once like that minute like passes up and you're like, oh, let me check like the actual progress. And then if the actual progress matches up, you do nothing. But if it doesn't, then you like update it with the actual progress. No worries. I don't think I've ever had a design that I've tried to gatekeep where I'm like, "Hey, this is mine and only mine." I'm just upset that, like, it's not in a ticking chunk. I wish it was. Should have enough speed for this. Ooh, 2 land pretty smoothly too. That release was bad. It did give us a lot of speed. I mean, you could just call him out for it, right? But, like, did you post your design anywhere? 'Cause I'm, like, wondering, like, how he would've, like, managed to steal the design. Or was it on that server that you were talking about? Huge PB. Huge. So close. So, like, oh, so you didn't post it anywhere, and he just, like, happened to, like, come to basically, like, the same conclusion as you? Or somebody else did, and he stole it from that person. I mean, like, that's, like, one of the issues with, like, Minecraft, is like, every time I see, like, a farm, like, tutorial or farm design, I'm just like, "You might have, like, intentionally or unintentionally did this, but it looks really suspicious." Like, if I'm telling you the truth. Okay. Just taking a moment to stretch my fingers because, yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to getting the author time on this map. I don't know why it's taken almost 2 hours so far. We've been playing for 47 minutes just today. Not even just today, just in this stream. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, yeah, so, like, if he didn't steal it, there's, like, really not much you could do because, like, if you guys had, like, 2, parallel, like, thoughts, that's just, like, that's just the way that it works. Sucks to suck. Maybe you should, like, try to blow up the universe. I always hear that works out pretty well for most people. Uh, but if not, like, I mean, like, I say just do it again. I've been really trying to get, like, mm, then why don't you just, like, post yours? Like, Like, one way you could do it is you could say that, like, "Oh, hey, like, he had, the same idea as me." Another way you could say it is just like, "Okay, I saw his design, and I was working on something similar, but I think that I might have executed, like, a little bit better." But I feel like that might be antagonistic if you don't wanna be antagonistic. You're on a server with people who build, you could ask for, like, advice. I ask for advice all the time. Just post it and just be like, "Hey, like, what do you guys think? Is it good enough to sell for $20,000 or should I just, like, keep my day job?" I mean, nice. You'll be getting money hopefully, like, which is, like, always good. But not nice because that means, less time to do other things. But why? Dang it. I straightened out a little bit better, even better for me. Went too wide there, too much sand. More speed. I have to respond to the recruiter, the recruiter I was talking to, and tell him that, like, yeah, I should be able to do the interview on the 30th. But just so you know, I'm gonna be out of the country. So, like, hopefully, for this job that might require security clearance, like, I can do the interview at least. Like, hopefully, you're not leaking any information. Yeah. I don't think I told anybody yet. So, world exclusive on the stream. I think I'm leaving next Thursday. So, like, I'll probably be, like, on the server, like, so much less, and then, like, on such different times for, like, at the very least, like, 3 weeks, at the most, maybe, like, a month and a week to a month and a half. So if you don't see me for a bit, I didn't quit the server. So much more speed to get in that corner. Will do. You say weird food, like thing is, I'm going, like, so many places, like, I don't think I'm gonna have the time to eat anything, like, super weird, like, the problem is I'm an introvert, right? So, I'm really trying to make sure I get out of my comfort zone, so that way, like, I, like, get out of the trip, like, what I want from it. Because otherwise, the biggest thing I'm afraid of is just, like, staying in the hotel room. I will not be chewing on any tarantulas, I hate spiders. Like, I don't mind them when they're catching other bugs, especially other bugs I hate more than spiders. But, like, in general, wish Spider-Man wasn't like Spider-Man. I wish, like, he was, like, a cool animal, like a Wolverine or something. I thought Hugh Jackman was, Australian. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, a few Canadians that fought in the Civil War or something, just because of them, like, making alliances and whatnot. Or you're talking about in the comic book, like Captain America: Civil War? Well, the thing is, like, which universe, right? 'Cause it just 'cause with the way Marvel works, it just works like they have so many universes and dimensions and whatnot, so, like, anybody could have done, like, anything at any point in time, basically. Has he? I didn't know that. Like, why did I go out so wide? Interesting. Do I just have too much speed? Maybe. Still slower there, but might just have too much speed. Okay. Almost wonder if it might be a little bit better to change the camera sometimes. Speed there doesn't really matter too much. Dang. Yeah, that was like plus 25 speed. But if you don't make the turn all the way, doesn't really matter too much. A little bit more speed, I think. Better turn there. We can at least get point one, but it feels so far away from. Yeah, we're still 2 seconds away from world record, which is wild. It's one of those ones where I know I can do it, but like I don't have this like regular yet. So if I ever will have it, like I would hate to get this in rounds. Like this map is difficult. Too much sand, but it doesn't matter. This turn that I wanted, it's not terrible, but 0.287, not great. almost caught back up. That's nice to know. We might be able to get all the time that we need there if we can like do the middle section like really good. Try to get as close to these pillars as possible. This is a challenging one. Try to release as early as possible. Ooh, we just getting point 0.3 there. I always mess it up. Like that was actually like a really, really close start. Interesting. It still says plus 2 2. You say that, but like eh, it's been a while since we got our last one. I wish I kept track of like the last time we got the PB. But also welcome back. That sounds hard. Like, do you want the truck to convert, like, water and the cement, like, powder into cement, or do you want to actually be able to, pour the cement out? Like, I mean, like, to a certain point, I'm just like, you could just get a schematic and a schematic end for the cement truck, but, like, if you actually want to, like, pour down, like, a chute, like real cement trucks do, I have no idea how you would even, like, start with that, unless it was, like, a mod that had, like, cement, like, in liquid form. In Crate Aeronautics or, like, is this, like, another, mod? Add-on. Don't get me wrong, like, add-ons are cool, but my hot take is, like, just like having too many mods in a mod pack, like, ruins creativity. I think, like, too many add-ons can also do that too. 'Cause if it's just like, "Oh, hey, like, I can't solve this, like, so let me see if there's an add-on for it," it's like then there's, like, really no challenge to me. Yeah, that's heavy. Like, if it's mostly blocks, it's not as bad, but, like, if I see a mod pack with, like, too many mods, like, then I start to question a little bit because, like, personally, I know I can't use too many mods at, like, once, like, I could play around with Create for, like, years and probably still, like, find interesting things to do. I should have more speed. Yep. I went out wide, so that's not great. Why am I getting the ending so good now? I feel like when I actually get a good start, I'm not gonna get the ending good. But, like, one thing I've noticed, like, for myself, at least, like, when it comes to, like, building and whatnot, is that, like, sometimes if there's, like, too many blocks, I start to get, like, paralysis and, like, what to build and, like, what colors to use. That's why I've actually been, like, trying to, like, limit my block palette a little bit to, vanilla. The other reason is because like, at least I could reuse, certain schematics, and I don't have to, like, edit it at all, just in case, like, I do wanna bring it into, like, vanilla, or I wanna bring it into a different mod pack. But I figure, like, by keeping it vanilla, like, one thing that it does is, like, it makes it more approachable, especially if I'm, like, sharing it online. But then the reusability aspect is, like, big, even though, like, I don't think I've really reused schematic yet, like, from modded into vanilla. I've thought about it, definitely. 10 pages is way too long. Like, my personal, like, forever world is, like, 10 mods, maybe, like, 20. But it's like Axiom, Sodium, Iris, I think maybe a free cam mod. No, like, no added structures. It's meant to be like vanilla plus. Like a couple like, like cool things that you can have in vanilla and whatnot. I don't know if the speed would have made it here, but like the speed with that type of turn, really good. The other thing that like consideration is like if it's your own personal mod pack, it really doesn't matter. But like when sharing with other people can run it. I know that like well, I said I know now, but like for the previous like season, like one thing that I didn't know was that like not everyone like there are some people who were kind of struggling to run it. Whether it was because like the mod pack was like too heavy or they just didn't know how to run it properly. Uh Dang, I was able to make it to the inside. But because of that, like there was one person that was on like 2 chunk render distance, and I was just like, wait, that's what you're playing on this entire time? And they were just like, yes. I was just like, I wish that they had asked like if that was normal or something, so that way we could have helped out. Because like I know I wouldn't want to play on that. And it's not like it was necessarily like the mod pack's fault. Like of course like they couldn't run it like too well since they were on a MacBook. Like I think a MacBook Air. But like the problem was they never increased their RAM dedication like to Minecraft. So I think that they were on like 2 gigs or something or less. And I was like, "Oh, that's your problem right there." And then, like, each time that they would try to, like, load the mod pack, they were just like, "Oh, it's not working." I'm just like, "I have no idea why it's not working." So they would, like, remove mods or like, "Okay, remove Botania. It's now, like, loading," and I could get to the start screen. And I'm just like, "Okay, cool. Okay, so maybe it's Botania that's, like, the problem. Like, maybe we could, like, see, like, what we can do about that." And then, like, I don't remember at like, what I like, how I got to it, but I was just like, "Hey, how like, what's your RAM allocation look like? Did you increase your RAM yet?" Because, like, I know, like, they were editing the pack and whatnot, and so I thought maybe they just knew how to do that, and I was just like, "Ah, it's, like, super low." I feel like it's a common mistake. I feel like almost everybody, like, almost always, like, starts the mod pack and then, like, just they don't increase the RAM, and, like, one thing I almost kind of wish was that, like, um I think there's a specific add-on, for Create for making Create based, like, recipes. Uh, But for other recipes, you can either make your own mod to add the recipe, or I think there's a data pack that you can use to edit recipes. Oh, it is JavaScript. Like, don't ask me. I don't really know much about JavaScript. I'm surprised there's not like an add-on that like just lets you do it via like JSON. You know, other stories about people not knowing how to do stuff. There was one point where somebody like died in like what they consider an unfair way. Like at the time I didn't know what happened. But like basically I think they killed a creeper or something and the creeper dealt more damage than like normally do and so they died and they weren't expecting that and they were like, "Hey, can they get like their death count reset?" And they had thought that like just because replay mod was in the what's it called? In the mod pack, it was just like running automatically. And like I was just like, it doesn't do that. Like I would hate if like there was a mod that just started recording like everything like without my like consent or whatever. And then they were like, "Hey, like you should tell people that like before they start." I'm just like, it's kind of like OBS. Just because you download OBS doesn't mean that like every time that you run a game, like it will play. Like it'll start recording your game. It's different though, because like Windows, I think like out of the box, it might have like the playback like, recording, like where you're able to record like uh or where it has like it like buffers a certain amount of your screen and then you could just like hit record and then it'll like get the past like 10 seconds or whatever you configure. If you have enough RAM, you can go like an hour if you really wanted to. I use that feature for OBS because don't want to record everything all the time, but like, I also don't want to miss moments. I'm like, hey, like if there's a moment that I like pops up like randomly and I want to keep it, just save the buffer and like maybe start recording. Dang it. And maybe start recording. So close, I feel like. Also, I know a lot of people like, rail on like AI and generative, like, AI and whatnot, but for your JavaScript code, I would just go like GitHub free tier, like lets you get Copilot and like think a couple auto completes and some like chat features. I would just go in there and then ask it for recommendations on how to improve your JavaScript. Like, don't have it like write it for you, But, like, if you just ask it for, like, the recommendations, like, it might, like, give you some insightful remarks. Oh, you haven't tested your JavaScript code? Oh, that's perfect. Like, I should have more unit tests for my code, but the thing is because it's, like, such a small piece of code, I'm just like, "Let me just, like, test the scenarios inside of the game first, and then, like, maybe, like, later if, like, I have enough people, like, wanting to play it." Oh, yeah, you should probably do that. I know there's been plenty of times on the server where, like, uh where there's, like, a recipe that just doesn't work or whatever, for whatever reason. Oh, that was actually a faster end. Ooh, something's happening. Hopefully this is fine. It says that the stream health is a little degraded, but I'm not 100% sure why. Let me just like close some things and hopefully that helps. Yeah, it looks like it's back to decent stream health. I don't know if what I did actually helped or not, but I did it. I think I have a little bit more speed. I did. I drifted a little too much. So close to getting a small PB. Sorry if I'm talking less. I'm just like I want this so badly. I want to get this PB and get out of here. Get to the next one. Trying to. I'm trying to. My hands are sweaty and have been holding onto this controller for like 2 hours. Should be good enough speed to jump here. Dang it. Slow down way too much, but that's fine. Too slow. Are you trying to change a recipe or add a recipe? I mean, one of my recommendations is always like, if you can find out like what is like the simplest change you can make and test to see if that change is working. Or if there's like an example on like the wiki, like test that example. Okay. Well, what we saw blue times for the first time in a bit. That's good. That's good. Okay. Handbrake very quickly. So close to a PB. Oh, that one hurts my soul a little bit. Plus point zero two. Not if we had held it, it wouldn't have been an AT yet. It would have been like such a massive step closer. No. We have restarted this map more than half a thousand times. Just because this start is absolutely abysmal. I keep going like too wide or like whatever. Yeah, it like no, it was a great attempt in my opinion. Like compared to some of the attempts that we've been getting before. And like I'm learning more about the map. Like, stay low here, go inside here. Like that'll give us some time. But then it's just like you accidentally touch like too much sand and you just like lose so much ground. And then this drift, like I don't want to release, but sometimes like I feel like I have to. If you land here to the right, you can actually have like more speed. There's like so much things to think about on this map. Like I don't know how much Trackmania you've played. But like typically like the way that they have the campaign like set up, is to have like the white, green, I think blue, red, and then black maps. And like it's an increasing order of difficulty. I think that like before they introduced the harder black maps, this one would have been a black map. It definitely would not have been a red map. And now it's just like the difficulty is just permeating. And I think like for the pro players and the players who've been playing like longer, uh they're probably happy about the change. But for the more casual player that only plays like maybe, in my opinion, like it's not that much, like 20 hours a season, this map is so difficult. Also, welcome back, Ghost. Sorry you had to come back during like a complaining session. I've been at this since you've left. We've gotten better, like we've gotten like so much closer. Like now we're only like a quarter of a second away from getting the AT, but that last quarter of a second is just feels so elusive right now. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. I know you're saying that like the sun and the humidity had taken a lot out of you earlier to release there. That's not good. To inside. But here, AT is taking a little bit of sand because you could afford it, I guess, rather than trying to like go around here because like I had to release to like feel like I'd actually make it. Here we go. Let's see. A little bit of sand inside, then diagonal, and then inside again. And the crashes don't help. I almost like want to save like every single replay just so I could have like the crashes and then just like line them up and see like how I've done. I know I could do better in the start because like I see that like green split sometimes. I'm just like, okay, like how do I actually get that? Oh, and it looks like we've officially passed the 600 attempts mark. What's one thing that's like really interesting is it doesn't matter how hot it is. I don't think I almost never can take an ice cold shower. Like I almost always feel like I need to take a warm shower. I don't know why. But also doesn't help that like I work indoors and my AC is like typically on, so like I normally don't have to worry about like the heat or the ambient temperature too much. Some decent speed. I could probably go out left now. Dang it. Messed that up. And that wouldn't have been a PB. Ah. Okay. I almost always just Just go for the warm shower. And if it's particularly cold, I'll take like a hot shower. Release there, which is not good. And we still have enough speed to make it. Happy that you're being safe about it. I probably would have just jumped into like a shower or like a pool or something like immediately. Wait, we have a start maybe? No, I might have slowed down too much. I need to go to the right. Not about too much to the right. Yeah, my go-to is typically a smoothie or something. One of my favorite places to go after like either a workout or like a run or like whatever, especially if it's like hot, is like Smoothie King. I feel like I can never go wrong with that. But recently I found myself like more susceptible to brain freezes, like for whatever reason, like when I'm drinking like smoothies or milkshakes it just happens, but I still enjoy them. So that's it. That's a good reason to do it. But dime, the strawberry Hulk. That is my like go-to after like a lot of like strenuous physical activity. Like it is so good. I know it has ice cream and a ton of sugar and whatnot, but I don't care. And the amount of calories in it is wild. Back when I was like running more like a few years ago, I say a few years ago, like 5 years ago, I'm gonna say BCE. Actually, it was during the COVID era, technically. Uh, I would burn like 1,500 calories, at least according to the watch, which could be inaccurate. But like, then go to Smoothie King, get their largest like strawberry Hulk, just to get back like 1,300 calories or whatever to release there. It's no good. Another small release, but I actually have enough speed for this. There is a turning angle, it feels like, that you can just barely make it. Yeah, no, I know that, but the thing is, like, usually when I get Smoothie King, my impulse control just, like, turns off, and I'm just like, "I want smoothie." Like, and then I just, like, start drinking and then get the brain freeze. Oh, you're talking about making fresh smoothies. That must be nice. Like, one of the things I've always wanted was, some fruit trees. Um, once, I visited, like, my grandparents and, they owned a farm. Neither of them are around anymore, but at the time they owned a farm. And they had some mango trees on it and like some banana trees, and it was wonderful. Like it's probably like one of the, like the most like experiences I made like I really would like to experience again. Just like being able to like go and pick up pick a mango from the trees and then like eat it like right away. It's a bad start, but we'll keep it for now. Lock in a bit. Nah, we messed up. Could still theoretically get a small PB if we get the rest perfect. That was a semi decent drift. But like being point 0.4 behind makes me think that we're not going to catch up. And if we do, that means that we have so much more to gain. Oh my gosh. We were point 0.4 behind and then tied it. I'm going to save that replay. Oh, come on. We were so close. Yeah, no, like ripe and fresh off the tree is the best. Oh, I need to process the emotions of being like, we're not gonna like that wasn't gonna be the AT or anything. But the fact that we didn't even beat it by like point 0.1 hurts a little bit. Okay, improve. This has to be my favorite part about Trackmania. Just like whenever you tie something. Oh yeah, no, I like so like one of the things like I think about like whenever I play is like the room for improvement, like where it's my skill level, right? It really doesn't. Uh like my skill level, like what can I do like with my current skills? Like I know like the people who are at the top have like thousands of like more hours than I do, or they've just like had like a lot more dedicated practice time, right? So like I'm not expecting to catch up to them like right now. I think I could if I like really dedicated to like trying to like perfect it. Wait, did I get a slowdown there? I think yeah, I did. Um, but like just basically like where am I at? And then, like, how much am I gaining, like, while I'm racing? Like, if I see, like, if I get, like, a PB and then I see that, like, I'm not really gaining anything on my PB at all, like, anywhere, like, it's almost the exact like, I'm racing, like, almost the exact same line, I can't see any new lines or whatever, then I'm like, "Okay, like, I'm kinda, like, at the limit of my skills." Um, but then, like, if you have something like what just happened, like, where I was, like, point 0.4 behind and I catch up and then, like, tie my PB, then I'm like, "Okay, like, I have a lot more to go, like, a lot more in the tank." And it's, like, somewhat motivating because you're like, like, you can immediately see where you can gain. Like, there, that was, like, almost entirely the end, like, where I caught up, which I knew I had, like, a lot more 'cause I've had, like, runs with better ends than what my current PB Ghost has. I just haven't been able to, like, capitalize on any runs yet, but we'll get there. See, like, here, if we go a little bit more inside, but not too inside that we're over the sand, that definitely helps. And again, crashing at the start doesn't help. -8 isn't great, but that rhymes, so we'll take it. We went too far out. Let's practice this a little bit. I wonder if it's like inside like this, out like this, and then to the finish. We were a little bit slower, so that's not really going to tell us much, but we at least can tell that like there's something to gain. And we're losing quite a bit at the start also, which I haven't been too happy with. But like because we know that there's so much to gain, like in the rest of the map, it hasn't been too bad. That slide. 0. We can take that. We can run with that. Really wide should give us like a lot more speed. Pretty smooth landing. Had to release and still touch the sand, which is not great. I went too wide. I went too wide. Oh, again, hey, but like getting it, you know, reducing the time it takes for us to at least like come close to our PB. That's the positive spin on it, right? My hat's off to though to like all the people that are able to just like look at this map and then like immediately like tie what I'm doing right now. Like the other problem is I am risking quite a bit because like I'm just trying to get time wherever I can. So that's why I keep crashing that pillar. Good start. Crash does not help, but good start. We are about to reach the 3 hour mark of attempting to get the Arthur medal on this map, which is always a great milestone. Oh no. What happened? Space age? Okay, so a little fine tuning. Oh, no, that's terrible. That is absolutely horrendous. All the backups? I would like, that was gonna be my first question, like, did you not have any backups? For me, like, whenever I play a game, I typically, like, tend to do, like, mainly, like, one world. Like, dang. My question is, like, have you thought about contacting the devs and, like, seeing if there's any way to recover? Yeah, I feel though, like, 500 hours almost might as well be, like, losing most of it. Even still though, like, the amount of, like, time and, like, dedication that you put into that world, like, just to lose it is not fun, I guess, it's, like, the best way to put it. Uh, like, one of the things I'm, like, not, like, a constant fear of, but, like, it is in the back of my mind is, like, like, things of mine, like, getting corrupted for one reason or another. Like, I had a buddy that, like, was encountering, like, what's supposedly, like, a relatively, like, common scenario on, like, Google Map not Google Maps, Google Photos, where, like, photos will get corrupted and get, like, replaced with, like, a gray photo or whatever. I'm just like, "Oh, like, I don't know if he was paying for it, but, like, you're using the service because you expect it to, like, preserve the memories, but then, like, you still lose it." Humble brag, but, I guess, like, for me, like, Guess like I don't really know what that means, but sounds like there's no way to get like I guess like renewable resources. I imagine there's probably a mod for that, but getting to almost the point of completely like utilizing all the resources. That's like what every captain of industry wants to do, is it not? Okay, quick handbrake. Ah, okay. At first, I was gonna say like I was thinking like maybe you're using like some dark wizardry that I don't know about. Cause I did think the map was like pretty big. Um, like the like I guess like when you just normally start up a map in Factorio. Okay, release, go inside. Such as that crashed. I was gonna say finally another start, but nope, we crashed. Mm. It's also kind of funny because very recently I was actually just like looking at Space Age. But I did not realize that it was $35, which I can't remember how much I paid for the base game. I have no idea what you're saying, Dime. Eh, is this the run? No, it is not. Oh, we're past the 3-hour mark, and we just this stream alone, we've, been playing this map for, 2 hours. Yeah, probably, like, when I take my next, like, hand break to, like, give my fingers, like, a rest. Yeah, probably. Like, I use almost no resources. A lot of exit speed. Like, can I capitalize on it? No, it doesn't seem like I can. Yeah, but I was thinking it might be cool to, like, start up, like, a fresh run and then try out Space Age. Like, maybe try to do things, like, a little bit better this time. My understanding is that it's, like, 3 to 4, planets, like, with different resources and whatnot, and you're able to, like, traverse to, like, a planet after you're done with one, or to the next planet after you're done with it one, and then potentially, like, go back. You wanna do, like, some more? I played this other, factory sim, it was very similar to, uh, Shapes, I think is, like, the game. Can you bring the tech from one planet to another one, or is it just, like, they're so different, it doesn't really matter too much? I had to start. Okay, God, I was, like, thinking, like, if it was like, "Oh, yeah, you have, like, some type of, like, better furnace or whatever, you might be able to use it," but wouldn't really make too much sense. I imagine, like, you might also have to, like, carry the fuel back and forth and whatnot, because like, the tech might only use resources, like, from the planet it's from. Current goal is to get this, author medal before 1,000 attempts. Okay, that actually kinda sounds cool. Like, the organic planet, I'm just like, would like to see, what that might entail. Bumpy. Halfway decent end. Yeah, I've been wanting to try to do a couple, like, playthroughs of different games, like, more blind than I have in the past. Like, one of the ones I'm really thinking about right now is Terraria. Uh, like, maybe even, like, a challenge run, just like, "Hey, like, look up how to set up the challenge, look up the rules of the challenge, and then just do it." Because like, I think I tried Terraria out for, like, 5 minutes, like, when I was, like, younger. Like, I might have found, like, a cracked APK for Android. Like, I never, like, actually played it. I hear a lot of good things about it, and there's been, like, 100, final updates and whatnot. So I figure, like, maybe, like, play it before the last one actually gets released. I think, like, what I didn't like about it is because like, I had just come from, like, Minecraft, and then, like, when Terraria was released, like, people were saying, like, "Oh, yeah, it's like a 2D Minecraft," and I was just like, "Eh, not really," and didn't, like, enjoy it at the time, but I think, like, given what I know now and, like, the games I've played now, I might enjoy it better. At the time, I played, like, platformers like Mario and whatnot, but I never really played, like, a Metroidvania or something that was, like, deeper, so no, that was, like, what was, like, going around. I would say that, like, what people are saying now is, like, Hytale is, like 3D Terraria, so I guess, like, the reverse of it, right? Like, if it does hold up is that, like, it's 2D Hytale. No, I haven't tried Don't Starve yet. I know that there's a multiplayer, I think? Don't Starve Together? I don't remember if I saw that, like, on stale on the current, like, Steam, sale. Oh, close. You're saying that Don't Starve is close to Terraria, but oh, okay. I kinda misheard your message a little bit. It's my fault. It would suck if we had a killer run and this killed us, or killed the run, I should say. Yeah, I could see it. I'm gonna take a quick hand break right now. And Dime, what you sent me is cursed. I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you're still listening. I mean, I don't mind generally challenging games. The most recent thing that like I kind of started, which I wasn't sure if I should like try to like play for stream or not. But I was just like, maybe I will, maybe I won't, or maybe I'll just play it on my trip or whatever. Is Hollow Knight. Heard so many good things about it, and I've only ever like did the intro. And considering that I like Dead Cells, I was like, okay, no dime, I do not. Hollow Knight. I don't know if I like you if you asked that before I said the name or not, or if maybe I didn't say it clearly. So I'm gonna keep on repeating it. Not even like Silk Song, just like base Hollow Knight first game. How does this turn work? Drift at the first red light? Nope. Okay, 0.82, that wasn't too bad. Ah, okay. Yeah, so, like, when I recently started playing it, I was playing it with, like, the Mac keyboard. So, like, that wasn't, like, a ton of fun, especially with trying to, like, control, like, the direction that you're hitting. Uh, so don't wanna, like, carry around a controller that I'm probably only gonna use, like, a few times. But, yeah, no, I definitely did see it being, like, more fun with the controller. Something that I found out recently, uh, that surprised me is that, like, the top players of, Apex, Legends, like, play with controller. Like, that's just the meta. That turn is killing so many of my runs right now. No, my guess was because of aim assist being, like, so strong in the game. Either that or, like, the amount of buttons that they needed to press was just, like, maybe just worked out better for controller. But I also think, like, maybe they could have used, like, an MMO mouse or something. I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, I think I primarily went to mouse and keyboard because, aim assist on, like, uh messed up that turn. Um, Overwatch. Like, I played, like, this one, like, tournament that, like, we hosted in my, college, and I got the floor, like, mopped with me, like, when I was playing controller against, like, keyboard, and, like, afterwards, I was like, "Okay, I guess it's time to learn how to, like, play with mouse and keyboard." Close. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, some games I know have, like, relatively low, like, actual assist on the aim assist, or, like trying to figure out my main. I feel like you'd never guess it, and like most games, I never mained, like, one character, especially, like, when they had the update, to force, like, team comps and whatnot, but, if I had to say, like, the 2 characters are, like, I got the most sweaty with, hold. I don't know if I yelled in your ears or not, but yes, I'm free. Guys, I'm free. I tied I tied it. Oh, I'm free. Right behind before the 3-hour mark, and it was a terrible end too. Top 7,000, like 1.7 seconds behind, world record. Okay, to not keep you guys, like, in suspense, main and Overwatch. Like, don't do what? Continue, like, playing? No, I'm good on this map. All I wanted was AT. I tied it oh, wait, did I not s oh, I don't think I saved the replay. I think it might like, after a little bit, it might upload here, but I don't know. Out to the right a little bit. The start is completely slow. It's, like, bad. Didn't save it, but it uploaded to the Trackmania server, so as long as I don't beat it, I technically have it, I guess. No. I am good for now. Now I need to start looking at the next map, which I probably am not gonna do today, but t suspense. I mostly main Zenyatta, and it's like my secondary would be, Roadhog. I'm just gonna take a look at this, like, compared to yeah, you could just see, like, immediately he gained oh, wait, no, he improved his record. He not? I don't think he did that before, or maybe I just didn't see it before. I played Orisa a little bit when she came out. Oh, no, I haven't played it in forever. Yeah, he's more inside there, more inside there. Oh, but our drift line is, like, almost the exact same, so that end was probably, like, close to as good as I could have gotten, and then I'm always scared, like, whenever, like, one of these error messages pop up, 'cause I'm just like, "Please don't, like, put the full, like, path of the game," 'cause, this computer definitely Oh, the game crashed. Uh, yeah, the game crashed. I don't know what to say. I guess that's it. It was nice talking to you all. I'm gonna end it with my usual one. Wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good night. And I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you do all right. And yeah, they definitely did. What's it called? Morning's not too far away, so rest well. Bye.